Okay, so I decided to teach analyzing how visual and multimedia elements contribute to the meaning, tone, or beauty of a text. Examples include graphic novel, multimedia presentation of fiction, folktale, myth, and poem. And this is the standard RL7 for 5th grade. I know that my students would enjoy doing this because some of my students like to draw, or they're like visual learners, and then some of my students enjoy writing, and then other students enjoy like speaking. So I feel that teaching like analyzing the beauty and meaning and tone of a text could benefit all of them in different ways. For example, my students who love writing, they can get all their ideas down on paper or type it out. And as like the summative assessment, I chose a group project, so they would be able to be like the recorder or the typer for this project, and that would be their responsibility. And for my students who are more visual, they can find like images that relate to or connect with the meaning that they find in the text. And for my students who love to speak and share in class, they would probably take the lead on the group project and explain most of their reasonings behind the meaning and tone and beauty of the text that they chose. I decided to teach this content because, again, I thought it would be beneficial to my students. And one, it's a very creative standard to teach. Like, there's many different ways that you can engage students, so you're not lecturing at them. They're more engaged and participating in the lesson, and this allows them to be creative and think critically also, and just use that creative mindset that I know that they have. I think this is grounded in good teaching practice because on my first day, I plan to introduce the meaning and beauty of the text, and we'll just go through that, and we'll do like vocabulary preview. And that first day is just for introducing the standard in the beauty, meaning, tone of text. And then I can provide like graphic organizers that will help them throughout the week and throughout the school year for their like with this standard. And then the next few days we're going to read a graphic novel. Like, we're going to do a read aloud, and we're going to have whole group discussion. We're going to have a class discussion about what we think the meaning and tone and beauty of the text is, and how we can connect this to real life. And I'll be recording on a clipboard the student responses. I'll be recording, and we're going to do that for the next few days, the 3 days, just in case like we need more time. And then the 4th day is for students to get together in groups and start planning their group projects, and just brainstorming, getting everything down, what materials they would need, all of that. And then our last day, our 5th day, is actually going to be our group project presentation. And along with that project, I'll have like the rubric, and like feedback will be provided after everyone's giving their presentation. And that's the summative assessment part. I think my lesson plans are grounded in my understandings of literacy pedagogy, because I incorporated like the historically and culturally relevant pedagogy, and I kept in mind that most of my students are Hispanic or Latinx, and so I want to show representation in the graphic novels that I chose, and allow them to think critically and use their intellect. So yeah, my lesson plans are rooted in the historically relevant pedagogy.